Hi dear friends, this is Dima the tutor. In this practical video, let's discuss a bit a very interesting task, a Duolingo test called, I don't remember exactly how it's called from the start because let's put it into normal words like read aloud. You see, you read aloud a sentence. It seems to me it's referred to speaking. Yeah, so subsection like speaking, no, section speaking and subsection read aloud. You see, guys, I still remember when I was studying at the university, and I was, let's say, 20 years of age, we had some special courses, mandatory courses, very serious courses, where they harassed us, they made us pronounce these sentences beautifully because I'm from Ukraine and I'm not a native speaker. Yeah, and of course you understand, you feel it by my pronunciation and everything. And we had special pieces of equipment, not like now. By the way, yes, I tell you, you are very lucky to live now in informational paradise. If you studied like I did, like 25, 30 years ago, there were no such beautiful computers and everything. There were old ugly machines with those sentences, and we were shown some oscillographs, those fluctuations of tone and pitch. So it was very serious and very, we had to do it. But I mean what? Most of you, they don't, let's say, give a damn about all of this because you were not taught by anybody like what, at least the principle, yeah? The approach, like how to read this beauty, yes? So, and most of you, I see it in our lessons, they read it like robots. You see, I give you a hint now. As they say, the telephone, you remember telephone beeps, yeah? So the tone, I think the worst mistake is when you approach it as a telephone robot, there is no fluctuations of your tone. There are no oscillations. So you read it like a road rail bridge carries both road and rail traffic. Okay, and you will get something little. Why? Because natural human speech is comprised of those chunks, yes, where your tone, or let's call it pitch, they say a tone, I think it doesn't matter, tone goes either up or goes down. Remember how you speak with friends in your native language, no matter what. Can you imagine if you are sitting in the cafe and you're talking to someone and everything is at the same tone? It would be a nightmare, yeah? It would, people around you would think that you have fled some psycho hospital, yes, and you should be put there again. Remember about this, please, when you will be doing this. So, no matter whether the sentence is short or whether it's very long, this is an example of, I will show you medium level. Okay, let it be medium, but it looks like simple one, like easy. If you have something hard, usually you will have a lot of words separated by commas. And you know that those huge sentences, they're called composite sentences, compound sentences. They consist of several clauses, and the clause means a subject and a predicate. So you will have maybe 2 or 3 clauses, so 2 or 3 or even 4 pairs of subjects and predicate, but the overall approach stays the same. At the end of your logical chunk, your tone should go down. Mostly, apart from questions and so on, but I will show you today or not today. We have a lot of information here to discuss. Yeah, and where you see commas, obligatory you should make a pause. Let's call them micro pauses. Why micro? Because not pause like 2 seconds, but micro. Very minimal pause, but a pause. Without a pause, again, it's a mistake. You don't feel the rhythm of the those commas, semicolons, and colons. They clearly indicate that you should pause there. And at the same time, to raise your pitch, to raise your tone, or to lower your tone. What else, guys? So when we have enumeration, like lists of something, usually it's indicated with commas and ends. Remember, please, that at the first and every next element, your pitch goes up, and at the last element, your pitch goes down. Always. I mean, always in standard situations. Of course, you, as an author of your speech, you can do whatever with it, but Duolingo is not a test of your creativity. So. Okay, now, how would we approach this sentence? Let's read it first somehow. A road rail bridge carries both road and rail traffic. First of all, of course, if you understand the context of this and the meaning and semantics, of course you will read it better than you don't understand some words. In this case, you will read it as something Latin. You understand, yeah? So again, your vocabulary means 90% of your success even here. Still, there are other aspects. Even in this sentence, I will show you now, there are two pauses. Yeah, two pauses. They are small, but they exist. A road, rail, bridge. You see? Why do I make them, by the way? Imagine that you're reading this sentence to a listener who doesn't see the sentence, you see? So the more beautifully you read this sentence, so the easier it is for your listener to understand, to comprehend, to enjoy your reading. Yeah, you're speaking. That's why, you see. So imagine that you are reading it to an audience who don't see this sentence. So those pauses help their brains to digest the information, to sort it, to stack it into various logical, let's call it sections. A road, rail, bridge. You see how I make a pause here and my intonation goes a bit up. A road, rail, bridge carries both road. Again, you see, I went up because, and we have a mini list. Road and rail traffic, yeah? Those homogeneous parts, something like that, how they're called, I don't remember exactly. Both road, up, and rail traffic. Traffic, I go down. Because I finish my sentence, I clearly indicate to my listeners that I'm done. Again, let's read it again. A road, rail, bridge carries both road and rail traffic. Of course, somebody can tell you that you can read it in another manner. A road rail bridge, you can strike it like down. But I think when you go up here, a road rail bridge carries both road and rail traffic. Imagine that you're listening to this. You're not reading, but you're listening. Or a road rail bridge carries both road and rail traffic. Yeah, you will understand, but you will understand. It's because you have already seen it now, looked with me at this. Okay, let's take something next. I will show you something else. A medium. Okay, this is a clear medium. You see, it's longer and has more words. Yeah, by the way, you have 20 seconds, if I'm right, to read it. So there are two basic strategies here. The first strategy is you see it, you click record, and you read it, yeah? It's, on the one hand, it's very nice and powerful. On the other hand, it's very risky because I almost guarantee that in case your English is not superb, you will encounter some new or unknown words, yeah? And you will, of course, stumble upon them. You understand, yeah? Like even these lichens, yeah? Imagine that, I'm sure most of you, they don't remember this word, lichens. And so when you read it from the first attempt, your brain, it approaches your, let's say, right eye, it sees those lichens when your left eye is still here, and your brain begins to feel that it's going to be a problem, you see, and it's, and you are stuck here. And you ruin all your. So there is another approach. The second approach is that you have 20 seconds for the first 7 or 8 seconds, but remember, not more, please. You just hover with your eyes over these words, but not aloud, because you will be expelled from the test, you see. Not whisper, not anything, just you are in 7-8 seconds, you're reading the sentence to yourself. Then when you have 12 seconds, you click record. I guarantee you will have enough time to read it in 12 seconds. Okay, let's leave you 13 seconds to be sure. So if I were you, I would not read it at once. When you see 20 seconds here, like at 19, you click record and and you stick, you're stuck. So first, you please look at this. Try to absorb at least some aspects of this. You know that when we know something beforehand, we do better, yeah, than when we deal with something completely unknown. Okay, this is a very important aspect, so I couldn't ignore it. Now let's look at this sentence. You remember clauses, yeah? So let's look where our clauses are. Let's read it just somehow. There are reports dating back almost 2,000 years of purple and red colors being extracted from lichens. Okay, such a rigmarole, yeah. If you don't know anything about biology, you think, wow, what's that? So, where are our clauses? There are reports, one, dating back almost. So you see, here is one, here is one basic clause. There are reports, subject and predicate. All of this is description. I don't remember adjunct. I don't remember how to call it grammatical, but it doesn't matter. All the rest, it describes this word reports. At least, okay, we see that there are no two clauses, yes? But anyway, we cannot not have micro pauses in such a long sentence. So our task in our 6 or 7 seconds is try at least to feel where should we make them. Okay, let me read already better now, and you think you agree with me in those pauses or not. There are reports, the first one, dating back almost 2,000 years, the second one, of purple and red colors, the third one, being extracted from lichens. And we finish, yeah. You see, so how many we have? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 pauses. Now, about your tone, where up, where down, yeah? So there are reports, you feel it goes up, yeah? There are reports, I don't say, there are reports. Yeah, you can select that, but it's not natural. There are reports, up, dating back almost 2,000 years. Here you have an option. I cannot guarantee that you should go up, but I would do like that. But some other speakers, they would say that, yeah, by the way, remember those BBC announcers, yes, CNN and something, try to read as they do. They are trained especially for this. So imagine that you're an announcer from BBC or something like that. There are reports dating back almost 2,000 years, up again, of purple and red colors, again up, you see, being extracted from lichens, here finally down. Yeah. Let's play it like, let's do it down everywhere. There are reports dating back almost 2,000 years of purple and red colors being extracted from lichens. You see, it's not so nice. So we have done only 2 sentences with you, and you see that. I think maybe you agree with me that mostly in the middle of your sentence, your pitch goes up, upwards, no down. It ascends. If you don't agree with me, please write in the comments. Just I welcome the constructive, let's say, creative comments. I love them. So if you have some experience, or please express it. You will help a lot of people. Okay, let's take one. Oh, hard. Very nice. By the way, you see they say hard, and it's so short. No, no, not without some incongruences. Yes, probably the authors of this resource, they have maybe mistakenly defined this, because I wouldn't call it hard. It's a medium, clear medium. Okay, let's read it somehow. An oligarchy. A lot of guys are lost already here because they don't know what oligarchy. They're an oligarchy, and so, and they're discouraged and upset and all that jazz. An oligarchy is a government ruled by a small group of powerful people. Okay, so where are clauses? Clauses. An oligarchy, subject, is a government, predicate, ruled of blah, blah, blah. All of this ruled by a small group is just the not modificator, no modifier. I don't remember how it's called. It describes the government. Yes, this attachment. Attachment. Okay, let it be. So all this part, it specifies, it's like a specifier, the word government, the concept of, no, the concept, let's say, the word government. Okay, so we have 1 clause, not 2 clauses. It's already very good. Now about pauses, yeah, again my approach is an oligarchy. You feel my tone, yeah, it goes there, not there. An oligarchy is a government, the second micro pause, mind you, ruled, even here I have a micro pause, but let it be, you will say that I'm crazy, yeah? Ruled by a small group, another pause, of powerful people, yeah, and finally people I drop here, yeah. An oligarchy is a government ruled by a small group of powerful people, you see? Yeah, and everything's fine, and you will get a normal high score, I guarantee. If you don't do it, like, it will be weird, yeah. An oligarchy is a government. I cannot like explain to you because I don't know whether you're a German or a Bangladeshi, yes, or Japanese. I don't. So how can you? If I knew at least that you are from some country, we could try to translate it. Yes, but I cannot translate it. So I hope if you don't understand, you're welcome to check it with the dictionary. An oligarchy is a government ruled by a small group of powerful people. Yeah. Okay, let's take something else. Hard. Oh, this is real hard, I think, because it's long. At the first glance, I recognize those bad words. I'm joking, but insulators, yeah, ceramics, conductors, alloys. Oh my God, yeah. If your English is just an intermediate or something, you feel it, you see it, and you okay. But on the other hand, it's a good news. If the system gives you such, it means that the system thinks that you're capable of achieving something normal. You remember that Duolingo is an adaptive test, so you will not be given such a sentence just from the outset of your test. Rest assured that firstly you will be given something like what we have read with you in the previous, in the first example. Yeah. And this one, if you proceed normally, if you progress, the system thinks, aha, he or she is a clever creature. Okay, let's give him or her such a trial. Okay, let's read it somehow first as usual. Electrical conductors such as metals and alloys are contrasted with electrical insulators such as glasses and ceramics. Of course, if you don't know ceramics and you read ceramics, guys, so okay, let it be. So we cannot improve it right now. It's just the vocabulary. Alloys, insulators. I remember these places where guys mostly make mistakes. It's surefire lottery is to define, because all those technical words, a lot of guys are lost because they don't read such literature. Yes. Okay, now about clauses, yeah? Clause means the combination of a subject and a predicate, a doer of the action and the action, or being a doer of the state, performer of some state and his state. Like if I say, I am clever, I is the subject, clever is a predicate. Or I read books, I is a subject, read is predicate. Yeah. So these two are the most important parts of any sentence, probably in most languages. I cannot guarantee all languages, but 99%. So your brain should detect these clauses, these subjects and predicates, and remember that mostly, especially predicates, they are most important logical and semantical parts of your sentence. So you should make stress on them. It doesn't mean your pitch goes up or down. It means stress. You strike. You see? Let's say you pronounce it more intensely than other words. For example, okay, let's electrical conductors, so this is my subject, such as metals and blah, are contrasted. This is my predicate, passive, yeah? So, are contrasted, this is the main word in this sentence. Because verbs, they denote action and they render change. And change is the most important thing in this universe. Maybe I'm too philosophical, but maybe you didn't study linguistics, so linguistics, you don't know this. Your most two important words are conductors and contrasted, you see? Then, on the third place go those, I forgot the technical term. So subject, predicate, those modifiers, specifiers, it doesn't matter. Objects, okay, so objects. What contrasted with what? With insulators. So this is the third word. And then maybe glasses and ceramics or something like that. Okay, now about pauses, yeah? Let's speculate about the pauses. You know my approach already, maybe. You will feel it. Predict electrical conductors, see, such as metals and alloys, again up, are contrasted, micropause, with electrical insulators. Here, I just don't go up, I just stress it, with electrical insulators. Probably here down, such as glasses, up, and ceramics, down. On these insulators, it's a very interesting moment. Depending upon the context and the situation, probably you can go up or you can go down. So, with electrical insulators, such as I like books, such as I like wines, such as, so you see, I like girls, such as, so mostly on in this combination before such as we go not explicitly up, but probably even down. Okay, now our pauses, yeah. Electrical conductors, such as metals and alloys, are contrasted with electrical insulators, down, such as glasses, up, and ceramics. And now let's put it together. Yeah? Electrical conductors, such as metals and alloys, are contrasted with electrical insulators, such as glasses and ceramics. Something like that. Yes, in this resource there is artificial intelligence. I can record myself and then click, and it will give me a mark. And very often I get lower marks than my students who definitely ruin this answer. So I will not do that because it's funny. Yeah, so they think that Dima, the tutor, he cannot read at all. Yes. You see, guys, I am a non-native speaker and I'm proud of that because I always reproduce it in my videos. Only a non-native speaker can understand ideally another non-native speaker during preparation. There are a lot of videos in YouTube and other resources shot by native speakers, teachers, linguists. Yeah, they're all very beautiful, but there is one problem. They cannot understand you fully because they're other creatures about their English, you see. They differ from you. And a native speaker, his brain functions differently from your brain, I mean, while producing the language. And I can understand you. So even if you detect mistakes in my speaking something, it's very good because you feel that you can also do it. When you listen to or watch those ideal scenarios and performances in YouTube of those guys at the test, yeah, it's very nice, but it's empty. It's colorless, it's lifeless, yeah, because it's firstly it's fake, like it's performed and dramatized, and secondly, they're native speakers. They cannot make mistakes. Something like that, guys. Okay, so I think we have exercised a little, and you have some preliminary picture of this. Usually, guys disregard this task altogether and leave it for later. Yeah, because just to read a sentence, what interesting can we find here? Just read and that's all. But, however, believe me, please, why should we lose precious points just on this? If you can practice and read them beautifully, even if you don't have access to some resources, you're welcome, please, to, you understand, you open any article from Wikipedia and off you go. In Wikipedia, there are such sentences, often very complicated, very rich, and to read them, you really need to, you really need to practice, practice, and practice. Of course, to practice better and to achieve better results, you need a tutor. So you're welcome, please, to contact me. The links are in the description to this video and my WhatsApp number and something. You're welcome, and I will help you. If you decide to do it on your own, then you're welcome to open, as I say, any article and read those sentences, each sentence 20 or 30 times until you feel that it's, let's say, flawless, it's superb. Then, believe me, you will go to Duolingo, you will see such thing on your screen and you will read it. And remember, please, the 6 seconds, 6 seconds, try to hover with your eyes over these words. Your brain will catch something helpful. Then you click record and off you go. Don't do it at once, you will ruin your answer. In this case, even if I do it, a tutor with a lot of experience, yeah, even if I click record and electrical conductors such as melon noise are controlled like and I'm done. You see, you need to feel at least where like those pauses are, where your clauses are, something like that. Okay, guys, I wish you success at Duolingo. Please subscribe to my channel and click please likes and everything. I love it as any human being. Okay, I love you and see you in our next video.